Can you describe the relief, the feelings, the emotions of finally getting one?
Yeah, it's amazing because we've worked so hard, and we are a team that has so much potential and capability to do this any game, and to finally actually do it, it feels amazing. So I'm really proud of everybody.
Yeah, kind of piggybacking off of what Sam said. Everyone brought it tonight, and like she said, we have the potential. We see glimpses of it in certain games and certain practices. So to be able to come out in this game and put it together, and everyone put it together today, we're really proud of the team.
How do you guys go about making this the normal performance for you guys? How do you realize that potential every game?
Yeah, I mean, we just have to take this and keep the momentum, keep our practices going hard, and let that roll over into every other game.
What's for either or both of you, what does it say about your resolve to do this right after you lose another player for the season? I'm sure you came in with a close to do it right after that.
Right. I mean, that is one more person down, and it was a very great player for us. And you know, we're still there with her. We're fighting with her, and all the other, and Abby. You know, we're there for them. But I think what's really important is they are still buying into everything that we're doing, and they are being the best encouragers that they can be. And I know for myself that recently I've been trying to do better with confidence, and I think the rest of the team has too. But I know that the encouragement that we get from Anaya and from Abby on the bench, it just helps a lot. So I think they mean so much to the team still. So.
Speaking of confidence, it seemed like the offense ran with a little more confidence. Where did that come from, or why were you guys able to score the basketball effectively today?
Yeah, I say you know, Marta did a fantastic job getting us into our sets. And I think we all in huddles listened to Coach and listened to what she was, you know, trying to tell us to run, and we all bought into that. And I think when you get a team that the 5 players from the floor will all buy into what we're trying to do, then you get pretty offense like that. So.
Yeah, I think it all came down to execution tonight. We ran our plays like we were supposed to. We listened to Coach, and like we got better results. So we need to keep that going.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a priority to get into the sets a little quicker? It seemed like you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Especially like for Marta, she has a big job, you know, getting us all in our spots. We're a new team, so she has a tough job, and we thought she did a really good job with that tonight. And everyone else listened and bought into it, so it worked out for us.
Sam, what was the message from Coach? You guys were outscored 15-12 in the second quarter, going to halftime and make an obvious adjustment. What was the message? Because you guys came out on fire in the third quarter.
Yeah, you know, it's just a lot of it's rebounding and, you know, boxing out and getting boards. That's huge for us, and that's huge every game for us. So, you know, she reminded us about rebounding, and then still, like, reminding Marta that you need to get us into our sets, and we need to be vocal and help each other and be good teammates. And I think we all really just bought into that. And, you know, recently, a lot of the games that we played, third quarters are kind of, you know, downhill, and I think we're just done with that. And so we wanted to come out firing, and then that's like what we did. So.
Destiny, you've had 2 of your very best games, maybe your 2 best, right on the heels of being turned questionable.
Yeah, I know, right?
Say it's more than
We might
coincidence.
just have to keep saying
Why does that happen? Why does that happen?
I'm not sure. I just, regardless of what's bothering me, I just wanted to come out and play hard for my team because I know there's someone I need, so I wanted to be able to step up and push through any like little nagging injury I may have. But I don't know, we might have to keep that questionable thing going.
Anything else?
It was really good with the third quarter. I mean, we've had some really bad third quarters. We talked about guarding Gray a little bit better in the second half. She had 14 points at halftime, more than half their points. And so I thought we did a better job defending her in the second half. But I think the biggest thing really was shots just started dropping. When shots drop, our confidence grows. We play better defensively. We do everything better when our shots are dropping. And I thought Sam looked like an All-American in the second half. Definitely made some huge shots. Caitlin Gilbert ran the floor, got some easy baskets. I thought Marta was just particularly efficient today in getting everybody in their spots.
23 assists on 30 baskets.
Wow. It's got to be a record for this year.
Yeah. Just the overall execution, the back doors, screen and rolls, especially all synced to me. So.
Yeah, we've worked a lot on the pick and roll this past couple of days, and I thought Marta was really good at getting the ball to Mick. We had a couple of other things we were trying to do off of that in the second half that we weren't as good at, but yeah, I thought we executed really well.
During that 20-year run, Caitlin was in there quite a bit during that time.
Yeah.
Is that just a kind of effectiveness?
I think Cole gives us energy, and she's a really good defender on the wing. It puts Sam in the middle, and I didn't think they were beating it as much inside as we were worried about the three-point shooting. So we wanted to put Sam inside, get Cole a little more activity on the wing. She just brings energy. She's fighting. She's in there for rebounds. She got that big steal for a layup. I talked to her about with Anaya being out, we're going to need somebody off the bench, and we were counting on her.
How do you make this a turning point?
Yeah.
How do you go about making this
Yeah.
the norm?
I think the biggest thing is just them now having the confidence to go into every game, at least the next game, and just knowing that this is how we can play. We've never seen this. We've never seen what we can be. We've seen glimpses, very, very small, even in games early in the season. We didn't really play well, even if we were able to win. So I think this is finally the game where we can feel good about the way we played and the way we executed, the way we defended, really the way we did everything. So I think this is the game we can point to say this is what we can be, and now it's up to us to see if we can maintain that every game.
I know Sam said it felt like kind of a relief. Except,
Yeah,
what
well,
does it feel like for you?
I was very relieved with about a minute to go. I think that, it's just we all kind of feel like a weight is off our shoulders, and finally a win.
I was curious about like the offensive sets. Is it a priority for you to kind of get the basketball down low, high percentage looks, and hope that results in some easy makes that you?
Actually, we weren't really looking to go too much to the block. We were really trying to get our guards to come off the ball screen, see if they could draw a defender. We were going to look inside for the high-low. We had some mismatches. Second half, we finally recognized them. Sam was able to go inside against some of their smaller guards. So we were really trying to find the mismatch. We didn't do a good job in the first half, so I thought that was important. So, we did want to go inside when they switched on the ball screen, but we were trying to keep with the ball screen offense.
Defensively, how'd you feel about the effort?
Yeah, I thought it was great. I thought it was great. We got kind of physically handled a little bit inside. I thought they were out jumping us. They were pushing us around. I thought we could have held our ground a little bit more. So that was probably the one thing that I think we could do better.
Coach, from a vantage point that we have, the three-point shot. It seems like they're shooting the men's regulation three-point versus going to the white line. Does that impact the way that they choose their shot when they take the three? And is there a reminder, hey, we have the white line, not the blue line to?
That's a really important question that's being asked across the country right now. Teams are shooting it from much further than they probably should be, which is why our percentage has been down all season long. And I think when you see the line, you just stop. It's hard to go like, oh, we're not the blue line, we're the white line. So it's really hard for the shooters. They're trying to find the ball and then trying to find their spot. I think across the country, probably shooting percentages are down a little bit because of the distance. It's not that comfortable for women, but as long as there's two lines on the floor, I think we're going to keep stopping behind it. And we don't have that line in our practice court. So I wonder how much that affects us, because we come over here and now there's another line on the floor. Is that affecting our shooting? So we try to get in here and get shots up a lot more. But that's going to be an interesting question. I think that the referees are going to weigh in, everybody's going to weigh in, and I wouldn't be surprised if something changes.
Because if you go back and you look at the tape, you'll see a higher percentage of the shots were coming from beyond the blue versus the white. So
Yeah.
it plays into the pace of the game too. So.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's definitely something that they're gonna. I think the ACC is going to look at every single three-pointer shot this year and look and see where they were and what the percentages are.
In a couple of weeks, everyone's going to start going into bracketology and everything. What do you convey to your team now?
We got to win the ACC tournament to get into the NCAA tournament. So I think for us, unless we, win the rest of the games, I think that's something we're just not even thinking about that right now. We're thinking about how can we replicate this how can we get better every game? Every single game, even in the Duke game, way better than the NC State game. So we're making progress, and I think when we finally get to that point, we'll be ready for the ACC tournament.
Well, 1 week hardly qualifies as a layup, but it is your longest break remaining in the regular season. But obviously, it's going to feel better with the win. But is there something that you need to or want to do with this?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that we need. We just haven't had time. We've not been able to practice the day after a game because of the injuries. And all three guards, we have three, and all three of them, didn't practice after the last game. They're not going to practice tomorrow. So it gives us a couple extra days to really work on some things that we need to do. And there's plenty of work for us to do.
Anything else?
Thanks very much.